We did everything we needed to do for the Oh, panic, panic. Hey guys, Kristen here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be using a random generator to do a tiny home build challenge. So let's get right into it. So I'm actually going to be using the Sims 4 random challenge generator. This is on James Turner's website. He actually has a lot of different challenge generators that you can use. I'm going to be using the one to build a tiny home. And I'm going to scroll down and click generate, and it's going to just generate a challenge. It's going to tell me how much money to spend, how many tiles the house has to be, the style of the house, things like that. So, wish me luck. Okay, you must build a tiny home with no more than 77 tiles. Ooh, that's actually a good sized tiny home that looks like it belongs in Windenburg. It has to have room for an adult, a young adult, 2 teens, 2 children, a toddler, and an infant? Wait a second. And use a budget of 35,131 simoleons. Yikes. You must also include stolen necklace of the late Duchess Pinky and medieval glory somewhere. Okay, let me hover over and see what in the world those are. Oh, that's right. Okay, stolen necklace of the late Duchess Pinky. That's gonna feel really random in this house, but also that looks expensive. And medieval glory. Okay, that's just a table. I'm a little concerned about the fancy necklace display. All right, here's my checklist too, so I can keep track. I'm actually going to take a picture of that since I'm not gonna have the screen up. Since I have to give it the style of Windenburg, I guess let's find a lot in Windenburg. Well, here's a good one right here. The summer home. That's kind of a big lot. All right, we're gonna go mid-nowhere. So the first thing we have to do, obviously, is build our tiny home, which can be no more than 77 tiles. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my money to 35,131 simoleons and go ahead and build my tiny home. We'll be right back. Okay, there we have it. Let's check off the list here. Okay. No more than 77 tiles. Check. It says you've placed 77 tiles of 100 so far. Style your build like Windenburg. While the outside is definitely very Windenburg-esque, we are in the world of Windenburg. I've got Windenburg exterior, chimney, windows, doors, outdoor plants, mailbox. Windenburg. Check. Room for adult, young adult, 2 teens, 2 children, a toddler, and an infant. Let's check out the second floor. So here we have our bedrooms on the second floor and a bathroom. Let me bring down the wall so I can show you. So we've got 2 teens in this room here. We've got a bathroom. Boy, can you imagine using that bathroom? Oh my God, 8 people in the house, 1 bathroom, no tub. Anyway, we've got 2 children over here in bunk beds. We've got an infant and a toddler sharing this room over here. Thank you very much. And downstairs, we have an adult and a young adult who we're just going to pretend are the parents of the million children that live in this house. And there we have a little kitchen. Terrible placement. It goes right to the front door of the house, but we'll do with that what we can. We've got some lovely get-together pack flowers up here on the wall. We've got the candelabras. We've got some very Windenburg-esque furniture here and a lovely fireplace, which was inspired by the fact that I found this thing that I've somehow never ever used in a build before and I thought was cute. And we've got some very light landscaping out here in the front, and 35,000 simoleons was actually way easier to stretch than I thought it was going to be. So we have 12,919 simoleons left. I thought, let's put a pool. So I'm gonna leave it at that. There's our house. There's our lovely pool that we added in the back. And I still have 2,699 simoleons to spare. So we did everything we needed to do for the check. Oh, we didn't do the stolen necklace of the late Duchess Pinky. We did use the medieval glory. Wait a second, I'll show you. Wait a second. Okay, so this table, this is the medieval glory. We need, how am I gonna find the stolen necklace of, okay, we're gonna, panic, panic. Oh, how much is this thing gonna cost? What? I can't even use it. I can't even use it because I have to unlock level 8 of the criminal career. You are kidding me. I can't believe it did that. I can't believe it gave me something that I can't even use. I'd have to use a cheat to unlock. Alright, well I had to cheat, but I went ahead and unlocked this stupid thing. And where are we gonna put this? Oh, it's quite unattractive. I mean, it is actually nice, like if this was a thing in real life. There we go. Alright, now I'm down to 1,684 simoleons. I did it. I built it. I don't like the way it looks. It's not exactly my style of building that I would normally do, but that's why it's a challenge, right? So challenge yourself. Give the random challenge generator a try at James Turner's website and come back next time for more of The Sims. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.